Hi, everyone. Welcome back to God's Whispers, a place where we take the time to pause and focus on the word of the Lord. Today I'm going to be speaking about Psalm 40, verses 2 through 4. Something just kind of connected with me as I was reading it for today's Mass. Let's listen. He drew me out of the desolate pit, out of the muddy mire. He set my feet upon a rock and made firm my steps. He put a new song into my mouth, a hymn to our God. Many shall see and fear and shall trust in the Lord. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord and does not turn to the proud or to those who go astray after false gods. I thought it was pretty cool or interesting that the psalmist doesn't begin with praise, but begins with a rescue. He drew me out of the pit, out of the mud. Mud, obviously, is where you can't get any traction. You try and move forward, but everything slips. And David, who wrote this psalm, knew that all too well. According to what I was reading, his life was dramatic highs and devastating lows. Moments of trust, but then there were moments of fear, waiting, hiding, wondering what God was doing. So the pit often symbolizes despair or danger or chaos, a place obviously where you would feel stuck or powerless. And what's really interesting is that David doesn't say, I climbed out, but he says, God drew me out. And God doesn't just rescue him, he sets his feet on solid ground and steadies his steps. Then I thought was the prettiest of lines. He put a new song into my mouth, a hymn to our God. So first he's rescued, then stabilized, and then praise. The song doesn't come from pretending that everything is fine. It comes after God has acted. And the song doesn't stay just with King David himself. He wrote, many shall see and fear and shall trust in the Lord. So your healing becomes an invitation for others to trust God too. I thought that was pretty cool. And then the ending section of this verse is, blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. Not the one who has everything figured out, but the one who chooses to place their trust in God. So for today, some of us might still feel like we're in the pit, waiting to be lifted. Some of us maybe are on firmer ground, but learning to walk slowly again. And some of us might be at the place where we've been given a new song, not because life is perfect, but because God has been faithful. Sometimes the most powerful praise isn't loud, but it's just simply saying, God, meet me there. So journal prompts that would go along with this passage would be, where have I experienced God pulling me out of a difficult season? And what would firm footing look like right now in my life? And has God placed a new song in my heart, even quietly? And then finally, how might my story help someone else trust God more deeply? I hope that this message was encouraging to you, and if you feel like a friend could use some encouragement, please feel free to pass it along. And don't forget to subscribe so you can continue to hear God's whispers.